Yo, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe if if you subscribe. Like or dislike the video. Leave comments. I do read comments and I try to respond to them if there are any comments or any questions left in the comments. Would love some feedback if you guys want to provide feedback and such. So I think I mentioned in quite a few videos, basically coming back to it again. It's about Elon Musk and his management style and such, and to the point where there are news reports about him and everything like that, and like people are going crazy about him and his management style. I'm not one for advocating his management style or nor going against it. But the thing is basically it's come to the point where I always give people the benefit of the doubt, but at the same time, it's one of those things. Again, Twitter is his company, Tesla is his company, or partly his company. He didn't found it, but it is his company now. And SpaceX, his company. So he has every right to manage however he wants to manage these three companies, as well as the Boring Company and I forgot the other one, Neuralink or something like that, whatever it may be. But the thing is people are now suddenly going after him because of the way how he laid off people at Twitter and like what he's doing at Twitter, basically. Again, his company, but the thing is like, let's not forget, he's going with the same. I don't want to say the same mentality, but it's more of like he made PayPal what it is today, and it's the same aspect of what PayPal was with Peter Thiel, and the other people and the other PayPal mafia at that point. With the same aspect of what he's done with Tesla and SpaceX, they've succeeded to where they are because of his management style. Him coming into Twitter and buying Twitter is more of a case where, like, either one, it was more of an ego thing, and he figured, okay, look, you know what, I can fix Twitter, I can make it to become the most popular platform, social platform out there compared to Facebook, Instagram, etc. Basically, or two is more of a case where probably someone dared him to, like, he's like, I bet you can't fix Twitter. And I'm like, you know what, I think I can. But it's a case where, look, his management style may not be great, but at the same time, let's not forget his management style. He's trying to apply what he did with Tesla and SpaceX to Twitter. Now, the reason why it's becoming a little bit more common now is because of the way he's tweeting about it and like through social media at this point. It's the same thing like this. I think he's trying to demand the best out of his employees to make the company much more reach its full potential. And let's not forget, Steve Jobs, he was pretty much almost like this in a ways as well too. The way he treated his employees, and he was notoriously known for the way he treated his employees. He'll either treat them like pretty much crap, or pretty well, but not to the point where, like, he would hold them in high veneration. It was more of a case where he would still demand the best out of them. Same thing with Bill Gates and Microsoft. The way it came out was, he acted the way he did, expected the best out of his employees for his company to be where it's at, and look where they're at right now. Apple being number one practically, Microsoft now being where it is. But then again, of course, after he left, Ballmer screwed it up practically. And then there's also, and then Nadella basically is bringing it back to what it is, basically. So it's a case with, like, Musk basically coming in and joining Twitter, or buying Twitter and making Twitter his own. I think what he's trying to do basically is he's trying to prove two factors. One, that, for his own ego, from his own ego, I guess, is basically, I can get this to what it is and probably sell it off at a much higher profitability. Or two, try to, I don't want to say resurrect what the old Twitter was back in the, in the knots, when it was like, when it first started out, and like how popular it became compared to like Facebook at that point and such. I think it's more of a case where I think he's trying to create that. Well, actually, I don't know what he's trying to create. Actually, it's more of a case. I think he's trying to not salvage it, but I think he's trying to make it become more popular and prove that he can save a company. And it's again another ego thing as well too. The fact is because of the fact is he likes the way Twitter was, and he's able to, like, go at it. And the other aspect is I mean, there's also the possibility as well too, by buying Twitter, you have people that can BS about you on Twitter that he can just, like, cut them out, which he pretty much did in certain cases. Like, you got journalists that were, like, sort of going against the grain against him. that prominent people that were more reality that are on Twitter, more prominent people that are on Twitter that was criticizing. He's like, you know what? Let's just cut him out, block him, ban him, and such. And he had every right to do so. It's a case of, in this situation, you can't argue against his management style. I mean, it's too early to tell right now. I mean, yeah, nowadays it's a case where like you don't take that same mentality that you had in the 90s and 80s, of course, 90s, as well as the early noughts of like, being like, that type of Steve Jobs, Bill Gates role of being sort of like a jerk in a ways, but being more of the a-hole rule of like, you have to be that kind of boss to get the best out of your employees. There are ways to get around that, and Nadella has proved otherwise. I mean, and yeah, Nadella has proved it, as well as Pincher has proved it as well too. That you can get the best out of your employees by not being that a-hole. I think it's more of a case of, I think Musk is trying to prove a point that, like, you know what, you have to, no matter what, because if you want the best out of your employees, and like the thing is, you can do it to a point where the company's not bloated, where it's not grown. You could do it at a small scale and still make it a great company at that point too. And I think he's proven that with Tesla, as well as with Tesla and SpaceX. So the question is, can he salvage Twitter? I don't know, because the thing is, think about it this way: he's still got two companies, Tesla and SpaceX, that he's got to deal with first and foremost. So either one, he hires someone that can help resurrect Twitter to become more better and like save its reputation, or two, he basically delegates CEO roles to both SpaceX and Tesla, so that he can handle Twitter, and then like make it be what it is basically. Now the question is, can he do it? I don't know. Some people want to see him fail. Some people want to see him succeed. I don't know. I think it's more of a case, like I said, when he bought Twitter, it was more of an ego thing more than anything else. To boost his ego, and that fact is, like, if he can prove that he can get Twitter to be more profitable than it was before, and more popular as well too, more popular than TikTok for that matter, then that boosts his ego to the point of like he knows he can basically pretty much boast as like, hey, look what I've done. If you think I'm wrong, please let me know. Again, this is just myself that's making this. It's only me that's generating these opinions. I don't represent any entity, organization, company, unit, party, or such. It's nothing on that nature. This is my opinion, my opinion, and my opinion alone about this. If you think I'm wrong about this with Twitter, or if you think what Elon Musk is doing and he has every right to do it, please let me know. If he shouldn't be doing this, or whatever it may be, fine by me. Please leave your feedback. It's just a matter of his management style is a question of like, I think we need to give him another year and a half basically to see what happens. Honestly, I think 3 years. We'll see what happens with Twitter. But in reality, I think in this day and age, basically, where like people want that instant gratification, I think people are expecting within the mid 2023, end of Q2 2023, basically, where they're going to see where Twitter's at that point. And I think he's trying to get to that point as well too. And that's why I think he said like everyone's going to hunker down at this point, because of that. The question is like, you know what? If it does go well and people are still there, you know what? You're in his good graces. Because I've heard stories where like if you're in his good graces, you are part of his quote unquote mafia, and you can create that Twitter mafia at that point too, as well too. But I don't know. Time will only tell. Let me know your opinions. Please comment about it. If you think I'm wrong, please let me know. I mean, I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comment section about this. And with that, I'll leave you unfiltered, unedited, of course, and definitely unrehearsed. Until next time.